Hello, welcome to Ref Sports. This is Mohor Chaudhary, and I am back once again with Trishadi and Sneha Shishda. What a great game we witnessed today. Delhi Capitals have, as we can make out from Trishadi's reaction, Delhi Capitals have defeated the defending champions. And, there was this point in the match where it looked like, the match could have swung both ways, but it was Delhi Capitals who ultimately sealed it today. Trishadi, I'd go to you first because I can make out that you are literally jumping from inside. So my first question to you will be, as far as I observed today, right from the start, Delhi there was a slight change in Delhi Capitals and the way they approached the game. They looked a lot more confident. Something just clicked today. What was it? What was different today? Was it the captaincy? Was it the changes in the playing 11? What worked out for them today?
They just changed Diya Yadav and Minu Mani. So I don't think it's changed in the playing 11. Neither do I think, Jimmy's captaincy needs extra mention. But what I think changed, and this is something that I've been saying from the beginning, Mohor, that if Marizane Cap starts bowling like what she does in the power play, then it is just, the entire DC team will look different. And the moment Jemima clicks with the bat, and
Hmm.
today both happened. But of course, the one thing that pleased me more than anything, yes, of course, the win was absolutely important, but that Marizane Cap 6. Somebody had to put a camera here where, I was watching the match in my, obviously, on my television set, and I was sitting tight because DC has lost a match from absolutely this close. So I was like, again, last over, Marizane Cap 6 runs. If Marizane Cap takes a single, 5 runs. And then I'm seeing Jemmy running to Marizane Cap and explaining 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, Marizane Cap, leave her alone, because Marizane Cap is giving that look to Jemmy that whether I hit the ball or not, I will hit you if you come and talk to me once more. But Jemmy just doesn't care. She's going 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you keep quiet? She knows what. And I think Marizane Cap was like, enough. अभी अगर ये नेक्स्ट ओवर पे गया तो जेमी विल कम अप विथ मोर इंस्ट्रक्शंस. आई एम डन विथ हर इंस्ट्रक्शंस. I will finish it. Um, and it was expected that, Natsivar Brand's change up is a slow off cutter. So she was going to bowl. Where I thought she went absolutely wrong was she was trying to bowl it on Cap's leg. Instead of that, she bowled it on the middle. Because she bowled it on the middle, it came nicely in, and Cap was waiting for it behind. And what a shot! What a six! Ah, and it was relief, absolute relief, because I think DC now has got their campaign back on track.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sneha Shishda, next to you, while we're discussing Delhi Capitals, um, we have to talk about Jemima Rodriguez. Today, I mean, obviously they were brilliant on the field, but also at the same time, we saw the captain stepping up with the bat. How much do you think this will help, in her confidence going forward? And do you see Delhi Capitals winning all from here and making it to the playoffs?
I think yes. I think Trishadi
Don't
has been
jinx,
saying this
don't jinx all this.
that
Sorry, no, no, no. My second favorite
okay.
team. I am not jinxing it.
Yes, but yeah, I think for a young captain like Jemima, I think this kind of innings needed, especially the way her tenure started. One win in just 4 games. I think now this knock will definitely help her both as a batter and mostly as a skipper also. I think it because especially when you are taking that baton from someone like Meg Lanning, who has led the team so well in the past 3 seasons. So the responsibility is huge. You have to understand that it is not something like you are not leading some. With all due respect, you are not leading a franchise like GG or UP Warriors, who haven't done that much good in last 3 seasons. So you are captaining a franchise like DC, who have been consistent, though they have not won the title, but they have been most consistent, have played the final 3 times. So it is very tough job for a young skipper, and then she started badly with the bat also. She had 2 good chances to finish up the job for the team. She failed, and we all expect this kind of knock from Jemima can do this job regularly, and that is why the expectation always comes from every one of us. And today, I think opportunity was there, and she didn't make the same mistake again. I think one one maybe heart attack moment was when Amelia Kerr was, going for that catch. Maybe okay, but yeah, when the when even when I saw the replay, it was so flat. It was very difficult to catch that ball. It was so
First of
flat.
all, it was flat, and
That wouldn't have
secondly,
happened.
it was
The one
curving.
near the
So
boundary, right?
Yeah.
Amelia Kerr would have never
Yes.
reached
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there was
But
never a
but yeah.
chance.
Yeah, but yeah, I think confidence-wise, it is a very good knock, and it was very much needed for Jemima. And hopefully, this might be the turning point for DC's campaign.
Hmm.
But with Jemmy, I just wanted to add something. With Jemmy, the thing is, she pulls off this rabbit out of her, Okay, excuse me. No, sorry. I have no idea what is happening. My phone is also overexcited. But what I was trying to say
Exactly.
is, see the shot that she played of Haley Matthews, that reverse sweep. It was a beautiful shot and everything. But now think of this: had she missed that ball, that would have hit her, leg plump, and she would have been gone. And then you and the three of us would have been discussing that. Oh, this is third time in a row that she got it wrong. But this is what happens, when those shots come off, and it was such a well timed boundary. That completely changed the pressure, the momentum, because at one point, when Lizelle Lee got out, the run rate had gone up to 8.5, which
Hmm.
was not going to be easy. In fact, the commentators were like, instead of Marizanne Cap, should Lucy Hamilton have been there? And my apologies to Marizanne Cap, that exactly what I was thinking. Our apologies to Marizanne Cap, that we had actually suggested that Lucy Hamilton in place of Marizanne Cap, but there was an if she bats like this. Thankfully, she changed that. She played the perfect second fiddle. They ran superbly, but also while running, why does Jemmy talk so much? I mean, she needs to conserve her energy a little, for God's sake. She's running and she's saying, no, no, there is two. No, there is no two. Don't run. Yeah, you have said there is no two. So she'll not run. She knows if there is no two, then she doesn't need to run. I mean, you're not playing with a kindergarten kid or something of that sort. But no, usko bolna hai. And so she is like, no, no, there is this time there is two, run, run, run. Yes, if there is two, she will run. You just
She's
need
very
to call
anxious.
whether it's two or not. My God, she is another level. I think you know what, when Jemima Rodriguez is batting, my request will be to the broadcasters to put a special mic on her. Stump mic is not enough. We need a mic. Two players. I want two players to be mic'd up when they're batting. One is Grace Harris, and the other one is Jemima Rodriguez. More just taking this out of the match and talking about Grace Harris. I was watching the Australia practice session, and I was telling Snehashish it was in Chandigarh, and the heat was melting everyone. Like the Australian manager came and said, "How are you guys standing in this heat?" And I was like, "You are forgetting. We are Indians. We are used to the heat. You are from Australia. We are from India only." She's like, "How come you guys are not throwing ice on your body?" I said, "Because we are Indians. Calm down." But they were continuously having ice on their body. Everybody is turning red. All this is happening in one place. And there is inside the net Grace Harris batting. She is having a ball of a different year. She is commentating on her own batting. Oh, Sophie Molyneux, how are you bowling that? That's a nice ball, but you can't get me out. Oh, what a shot, Gracie. I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you do that in this heat? So that's why I said it's Grace Harris. And in fact, Smriti Mandana has also said, Grace Harris wants to talk with her own self. She doesn't even bother that I'm not talking to her. So mic up Grace Harris and mic up Jemima, and then the commentators can take rest for those few balls.
Definitely, definitely. We've seen her talking to herself quite a lot of times. Trishadi, next we have to talk about the defending champions, MI. Not a very good run for them so far. Um, I have to talk about their playing 11, like their specifically their opening partners that keeps changing and shuffling and switching almost every game. Uh, I don't know what the problem is. Maybe they did not have a great auction, did not go for a backup, did not think it through that probably Haley Matthews is still unfit and sort of injured. What do you see them doing going forward? Because they've been constantly changing. A lot of switches have taken place, but nothing has seemed to work for them. Sajana was
Well, I
once
thought,
again promoted up the order.
yeah, but I think, the bigger problem with what I felt, the bigger problem here is the fact that Mumbai thought that if we retain the core, Snehashish don't
Hmm.
sleep off in the live itself. You know,
Wakey, wakey.
wakey wakey.
Wakey, wakey.
But as I was saying, I think with Mumbai Indians, the bigger problem has been they concentrated on keeping the core intact. But
Hmm.
then what happens to the backups? And
Hmm.
Haley Matthews, yes, she's bowling the 4 overs, but I don't think with the bat she is in good form. Snehashish, otherwise that ball, I kind of agree with Marizanne Cap. It was not like it swung. It just held its line, and Haley Matthews went for a nasty whack.
Hmm.
Absolutely. I think it was simple wicket to wicket line and length. And that is what, both of them were following. Both the DC bowler,
Yeah.
Nandis also. I think she also had a good start with the ball. So I think, yeah, I think Haley Matthews looking a bit scratchy so far with the bat. With the ball, okay, decent, but still,
Okay,
her
decent.
primary role is to give that big starts to MI or scoring those big runs, maybe 70 or 80s. That she's known for. Especially
Yeah.
we all know that even if West Indies win 10 games, nine of them will be, player of the match will be Haley Matthews only because she only scores
Mm.
runs. She also takes
Yeah.
wickets also. So I think the impact that we know that she can deliver for any team that she is not managing, and I think still that injury is playing a huge role. I think she is not fully fit. I think somehow she is playing because MI need her at this stage, and I completely agree that there are no backups, not for opener, not for pacers, even spinner. Now with Vaishnavi, you manage some one option. Without Vaishnavi, there were no experienced spinners also who have that much of experience of playing domestic cricket. I'm saying, yeah, Vaishnavi is new to international, but still, a lot of domestic cricket have played for India in under 19 levels. So I think the auction, the planning that they went through, I think didn't work for them so far, and that is why they are struggling.
Hmm.
Agreed.
One last question before we move on to the questions asked by our viewers. Um, Vaishnavi Sharma made her WPL debut today. She came in, she joined the squad. How would you rate her performance at the very first game? She was great in the Sri Lankan series just before this one. How would you rate
I
her
think she
performance?
bowled well. I think she bowled well, and as I said, it is, Vaishnav. What I like about Vaishnavi is she has so much control on even her run up and loading and everything that in the last moment she can control what is the ball that she'll bowl, which is what she did exactly with the Shafali wicket. I thought that
Hmm.
phase almost took those 6 overs phase almost took the game away from DC where it was 35 for 2. Credit to Rahila Firdos. I think she was superb behind the
Hmm.
considering this is the first game. In
Yes,
fact, she has
exactly.
proved herself to be better than G Kamalini, if I can
Hmm.
say that, as far as wicket keeping is concerned. Before we continue, just one thing, that Lizelle Lee wicket was actually out because when you are on forward motion, that too for a run out, which is forward motion means if you are diving, and because you're diving, your bat touches and then gets up, but the bat is already inside the popping crease, that's when it's not out. But for stumping, it's out. So the umpire, whose name is a little here and there, uh, I'll tell the name.
Yeah, yeah.
But he took all the
um,
time, but I think he did good job.
Yeah, he took literally, I
yeah,
think,
he
10
had
to 15
frustrated me
minutes.
to another level. I was like, I am
I
done with
same.
you.
I thought, is the decision coming tonight or do I have to wake up tomorrow morning?
Yeah,
My
Ajitesh
goodness.
Argal. I
Ajit.
hope I'm announcing your name correctly, but yeah, I think frustrated every single person. At one point, I was like, do I go and press the out and come? Like, how does it work? How can we just quit in the game here? And of course, Lizelle Lee was absolutely furious because Lizelle
Hmm.
Lee,
She's
remember,
still angry.
herself is an
She's
umpire.
still angry.
It's not like she doesn't know the rule. I think
Okay.
what Lizelle Lee felt was her her back leg. Yes, her back leg she felt was inside, but to give it to this one, the third umpire,
Okay.
Abhijit, I think, or Arijit, to give it to him. it was just on the line. It was not
On the
inside.
line.
So I think a superb decision.
Okay.
While it took 15 days for us to reach the correct decision, but thankfully we reached.
This was a genuine
I
question. I
thought
was
after
very
the
confused.
probably men's T20 World Cup, we'll get the decision. I did think that that would be
Okay.
the.
Okay. One last question. It just came to my mind, and it's not a question. It's just a basic observation, and I've even written a piece on this today. Once again, we saw the same pattern in MI. Over reliance on Natsivar Brunt, and of course Harmanpreet Kaur as well, which is, well, I mean, hurting them for the most part up till now. Opening pairs have not been very effective. Lower order batters also are heavily dependent on Nat Silverbrand. Do you see this pattern getting repeated? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're planning to do from here on. But if they wish to move to the playoff race, then they have to correct this one, I think.
But they have chosen this, right, Mohor? They have chosen this when they have not chosen backup.
Right, right.
Because even if you drop Nicola Carey now and get in Amelia Kerr, you still have so many question marks to fill in. Why have you sent Sajivan Sajna when the
Sajna.
only player who scored runs in the opening was Amanjot Kaur? So how is
Absolutely.
Sajivan coming and opening the batting? And I mean, it is so difficult to understand who's doing what is the role, what does Harmanpreet and Lisa Kitely want. It's very difficult to understand what is happening in the MI team currently. And unfortunately, I think MI themselves are not understanding, which is why you can see Harmanpreet is a little frustrated because right now it seems, it seems that every decision she is taking is going against her, something probably which has not happened to her in quite a long time. So she's going through a bit of a scratch, but I think it all boils down to the fact that they had a very poor auction. I had
Mm,
you know I had said this, that I was telling Snehashish that it's fair enough that they have kept the core intact, but what's a little difficult to understand is beyond the core what.
That,
I think Mumbai has
exactly.
gone the GG way. So
Mm,
it's pretty much about those four players
right.
and Harmanpreet Kaur, which is unfair. Every single day you
Absolutely.
cannot expect a Natsivar Brunt and Harmanpreet Kaur to pull it off. They are doing it. They are doing it repeatedly, but they're falling short. Even today, out of 154,
Mm,
78 was scored in their
exactly.
partnership itself.
yes.
But also, I think one thing we are not speaking about, Snehashish, I'll come to you on that. Uh, the Charani wickets, one,
Oh.
and
Mhm.
secondly, I thought the 17th and 18th over, if I'm not wrong, were absolutely brilliant from DC, where they
Mhm.
Yeah,
just did
yeah.
not let Mumbai Indians get away,
Mm,
even when there was a set Natsivar Brunt out there.
Yes, absolutely. I think Inshu Charani was brilliant today, and I think she understood the pitch quickly. What
mm,
at what pace you need to bowl at that pitch. I think she understood that, and according to that, she bowled, and she was rewarded. I think she was fantastic, and it was a very tricky pitch. And as Madison Cap said, that there was no bounce, no swing, nothing for the pacers, even spinners. The balls, few balls were keeping low also. I think it was very tricky pitch to bat on. Only the set batters can do. And I think for DC, obviously that 17 or 18 over that you said, obviously that played a role. But I think for DC, the best thing that they have managed both in both innings, the power play overs. With the ball, they did brilliantly in the power play overs. Even with the bat, they did brilliantly in the power play. They knew that when the ball will get older, it will be difficult to score runs. So play your shots, score those quick runs in the first 6 overs. That will help. And definitely, I think the way Shefali played brilliantly. I will say, she was waiting for the balls. She was not going for those big shots unnecessarily. She was waiting for the balls and then playing shots. I think and I think she played a good role helping Lizzie also. I think for in this track, Lizzie generally struggles, but I think Shefali continuously was chatting with Lizzie and making her understood that stay there and you can play your shots later on, and that is why maybe Lizzie, at the later part you can see Lizzie was striking well.
Yeah.
So I think that was a fantastic opening partnership that set the tone for the chase.
Also, I think the way the two are communicating now is brilliant. Must have taken a little time, but of course, I think it was brilliant because once When Lizelle got frustrated, Shafali went and spoke to her. Once, when Shafali looked a little flustered, Lizelle said, "Calm down, it's fine. We are up the run rate."
Hmm.
But of course, nobody is able to match either of Grace Harris or Jemima. But as far as talking is concerned, Jemmy starts talking from there itself. Someday I'm
Yeah.
telling you, he will be completely banned by someone. But yeah, and I am just scared that Marizane Cap is waiting the day the final gets over. Uh, you're seeing a slap. Khatak. Now keep quiet. Enough,
Oh
please.
God.
But yeah, I think all I can say is, आप लोग मानो ना मानो, Marisa ने cap with that one wave of hand, her entire bowling has changed. Just saying,
Absolutely.
not taking any credit. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the
Yeah.
questions then.
Yeah. Yes.
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 Okay,
Absolutely.
okay. Before I move on to the questions, two things. So we have got a surprise for you. You, as in not you, Mohor. Why should I give you a surprise? Yeah,
Mhm.
neither
Carry on.
you, Snehashish, but for our viewers, and it's a nice surprise. There is a gentleman who will be joining us on this Saturday, 6:30
Yes.
p.m. live show to discuss WPL with us. This gentleman, of course, was a former cricketer, um, but now is a commentator, and he has been commentating in the India New Zealand matches. But he is also commentating, and this is what some people do not understand when they criticize commentators. He's commentating in the India and New Zealand matches, and the break days he's actually coming and commentating on the WPL matches. It's none other than someone who's actually pretty close to me, Deep Das Gupta. Deepda will be joining us at 6:30 p.m. live. So come in, join in, because we are gonna see. The best part about Deep Das Gupta and the bonding that I have with Deep Das Gupta is the fact that uh, he has so much clarity when it comes to cricket, and he likes talking cricket. So we'll talk a lot of WPL. Come in with your questions. That's the first announcement. The second one is, tomorrow there is no match, so we are not going to come at 6:30. What we will do is, till so it's 12 now, so half an hour we'll be taking questions, as many as we can. And then we come back tomorrow, so do join us at 3 p.m. And Snehashish and I will have nothing to talk about. Mohor, of course, you are welcome to join if you want to, but none of us will say anything. We will only answer questions. And when I say answer questions, we are not going to play damsharas with the answers. We will obviously say then. What we mean is, we won't discuss. Let's go.
Yes.
Now, Yuko Manikandan. Also, by the way, I am seeing just 18 likes. You guys have asked so many questions. Half an hour of questions, at least 30 likes. Come on, try. Yuka Manikandan says, "What a spell from the great Marizane Cap. Fierce competitor. Form is temporary. Class is permanent. Last ball six. What a cricketer." But genuinely, Snehashish, yesterday we rated her, both of us rated her among our top five women cricketers of all time.
Yes.
And today, this is what happened. So, this is the reason. Class, Marizane Cap.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I was in little fear because today I did a video on that maybe time is running out for cap. But yeah, I think I think it is good. I
I
just
think
hope
she's
that
heard
cap
it. I
doesn't.
think she's heard it
Yeah,
somehow.
I think now there is so many allegations that on my name, regarding cap. Trishadi, I think might be listing now. I think whenever Trishadi meets Mason Cap one day, I think I am gone. But yeah, I think. But yeah, I think there is no denial about that. That how great she is. Both as a all rounder, I will say. Yeah, mainly in T20 cricket, you might say mostly as a bowler, especially those
Hmm.
crucial, opening spells. She can
Yeah.
set the tone for your team with that crucial opening overs. With see to the spell, only 4 overs, 8 runs. So basically, Mumbai batted for 16 overs. They played only 16 overs. So yeah, I think she was superb. And again, I think the way she got used today, I think that was brilliant. On a go, all those 4 overs. I think it was needed, and she clearly said that because that was the plan. Because today the wicket was not that good, and she was planning to take one of at least Nat Shiva Brandt or Harmanpreet Kaur's wicket, because she clearly said that one you once you get one of them, then you are into the middle order and lower order batting of Mumbai Indians. So that was the plan, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But I think she was superb, and this kind of a comeback was needed, and especially with the bat. I think today at least she looked more confident than any of the games of the earlier. At least she was, for the fast ball, at least her feet was movement was okay. She was, scoring those runs, offside, leg side, everything. Again, we don't know still what happened in the earlier games, but today at least she looked good. But yeah, I think this type of game was needed for her also. I think this will give her a lot of confidence going forward.
Yuko Manikandan is saying Lizelle Lee was absolutely phenomenal. Power hitting at its best. Totally loved it. Ignored the hitters. Fitness doesn't define talent, and she's proving it. Excellent bowling by Charni Mohor.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree. I agree with the first part. Definitely. I mean, the social age of social media, you get to hear different things about different people, and honestly, it's best to let your bat and ball do the talking. That's what I believe in.
Yeah,
As long as you're a cricketer, don't react, don't say things. Just let your performance speak, and that's what she's doing. Also, yes, Charani as well. I have to give it to her. She was brilliant today with the ball. But
yeah,
I mean, I just I don't know why I got reminded of the catch that she missed. I don't want to
yeah.
be a negative person, but
Yeah, no,
I
no,
was
no,
like,
absolutely. It could have completely taken if those last two
exactly.
overs weren't bowled that well. Then, sorry, the second last and
Second.
the third last overs weren't bowled that well. Then Natsivar Brandt could have taken you for 40 runs, and the game completely
Absolutely,
changes on its head. So you are
absolutely.
absolutely right. But my only, the only thing where I'm taking heart is this is the first catch that she has dropped in 5 games. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
we'll take
Right.
a little bit of heart from that. And also, what I
Right.
liked was generally when Charani drops any catch or misses any field, she just looks, um,
Mm.
she looks just surprised at what happened.
Mhm.
But today she was frustrated. That shows how hard she's working on the
That
field. And
was
for
evident
anybody
on her
who
face.
thinks, just by the way, because I go to the practice session, I think I learn way more from practice sessions than from a match day. Charni is actually working the hardest when it comes to fielding. She takes
Okay.
catches before the practice session starts. She tries to take catches after she has finished her bowling, and of course, the very important batting part. So she is extremely serious. I cannot tell you how serious she is about her batting. Only Snehachi can probably help us. Please, Snehachi, tell us how serious she is
Please,
about her
please.
batting.
Oh, it was in Colombo. Yes, it was in
Yeah.
Colombo. So the team initially had a small practice session in the main ground. Okay, a fielding session you can say, and then they had to come to the net session for batting and bowling. So me and Trishadi were waiting outside of the net. And in Colombo the system is superb. There's a road, and in both side of the road you have two net, one here and one there. So we are
Mhm.
waiting at the road, and you can see the players very closely. They are, they will cross you beside you, and you can have a chat with them also. So me and Trishadi waiting. We're literally saying that one by one players were coming from the ground. So okay, let's see who are the players that are coming. So then and first player that come out, full full helmet, wearing helmet and all, with a bat. Me and Trishadi wondering who is
Who
she?
is
Who is
this
she?
better?
Yeah, who is this better? Who is she? And suddenly, and total intensity, like tomorrow I am going to score a 50. Doesn't
Open the
matter where I
batting.
bat. Yeah, I'm going to open, and doesn't matter even if I bat at 11, I am going to score a 50. That type of intensity was there in our
But
eyes.
that's what's
And
needed, no? For from
exactly,
anyone.
exactly. But when she came across us, and then we saw that it is Charani, we said, okay, that is too much intensity from Charani when it comes to batting. But she takes very seriously her batting. She bats, but
Okay.
unfortunately the World Cup, all those hard works didn't pay because she didn't score that much of run. But hopefully in coming days, maybe that will work one day.
True. Okay, I completely forgot that I was supposed to take the question. I had completely put it on Mohor. I was like, why is she not taking the next question? Sorry, Mohor. Rupali Bhatia, great win by DC today. Marizan Cap bowled so beautifully, which finally rubbed on in her batting to score the winning runs. Correct. Yuko Manikandan is saying DC restricted MI to 140, but their sloppy fielding gifted them 15 extra runs. Huh? Cherney's
Okay.
fielding is giving DC fans sleepless nights, drops every catch. Anyway, we won the game. Come on, DC. You're still in the Sri Lanka tour. Come to this one.
Ah,
Manikanda,
yeah.
Nadine de Klerk's innings deserved way more hype. Meanwhile, Lauren Bell's looks are getting more hype than her excellent bowling. Let's appreciate their skills on the field, not their looks. ये तुम कितना भी बोल लो होने तो नहीं वाला है तो
That's
ठीक है बोलती
the
रहो. देखो क्या है ना लुक्स तो अनफॉर्चुनेटली खैर मैं कुछ बोलने वाली थी छोड़ देती हूँ. Rupali Bhatia, your thought on whether Lee was out or not, benefit of doubt usually goes to the batter, but not in this case. There was no doubt. It was out. So there's no doubt. Um, okay. Shashanka Mahala says Nat scored 52 out of 65, Lee scored 44 out of 46, and Jemima scored 36 out of 51 runs towards onside, which make them successful in this pitch. It has got nothing to do with pitch. It has got everything to do with the dimension. One side is shorter, so that is why they're trying to hit on the same side. If you have noticed, they're all right-handers. They're trying to, that's why hit on that onside. Yuko Manikandan, Lee's still fuming about that out decision. Even as an umpire, she's got a fiery character, loves the way she plays, pure power hitting. She also appreciates Rahila Firdaus keeping. Yeah, she went and she actually spoke to Rahila as well about something later on. So that is there. But yes, she was absolutely furious. The way she went towards the umpire also took 2 steps back. She was like, "Calm down, calm down." The third umpire, the right place to go and hit would be there.
she was also pretty angry at the post-match presentation. She did not want to talk
Yeah.
about her dismissal at all.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God.
It's okay. That has happened. What has happened has happened. She and the people kept poking her. Like, say something. Say something.
Today when she goes down, I'm sure she'll calm down. It happens it
Yeah,
absolutely happens. I think all of us have done funny things in the heat of the moment. स्पोर्ट्स फैन डीसी ने चोक करने की बहुत कोशिश की मिडिल ओवर्स में थैंकफुली जेमी केम टू द फोर. डू यू थिंक एमआई कुड हैव यूज्ड देयर बॉलिंग रिसोर्सेज बेटर एट द एंड? ये रिसोर्सेज थे कहाँ जो यूज करेंगे? आई थिंक समथिंग इज रॉन्ग
ये
विद
मेरा भी
निकोला कैरी बिकॉज
मेरा
शी वाज
मेरा
नॉट
भी
ऑन द
यही
फील्ड.
क्वेश्चन है, रिसोर्सेस है ही कहा।
हाँ, और निकोला कैरी मतलब थी भी नहीं, इसीलिए तो अमेलिया कर थी. तुम अपने फोन को डांस क्यों करवा रहे हो डीसी के जीतने की खुशी में, मोहर?
it's not
Shashanka
finding a
Mahala
proper
is saying,
place.
in larger context, in MI innings, 61% runs have been scored towards onside, but in DC innings, it increases to 78%. Shows better planning and execution of DC and also how to play on these kinds of pitches. No, it just shows that DC has no left-handers. Yuko
Okay.
Manikandan, Cap said in the mid-inning speech, nothing in this pitch for the bowlers. She can bowl outstanding here. Imagine tougher pitches. This is the turnaround for DC. Hopefully, DC come back and qualified. Forget about her saying nothing in this pitch for the bowlers. For me, the anticlimax is you have taken a wicket and somebody is saying that ball was so good getting Ellie Matthews. And you're saying, huh, it wasn't that great a ball. What are you talking about? And the commentator must have been like, okay, maybe
Okay.
we should have another guest. I also love the way Marizane Cap gave that cap to Harmanpreet, the orange cap. She looked at the cap and did this. It was almost like, do you want the cap? Should I keep it? Should I give it away? No. And Harman quickly said, no, thank you. I think, yeah, Marizane Cap takes things too seriously. I'm guessing Dane must be the fun character. Otherwise, their house is one serious one. My God. Sports fan. What a great start by Vaishnavi to WPL, made impact from get-go. Perhaps she'll stay now as premier spinner in 11 for a long time, ahead of Saika and all. Snehashi, so they have, Vaishnavi has made a position for herself.
Yes, I think debut game. I think she looked good, and she did the basic things right. I think in this track, The only lane that you should bowl that wicket to wicket. And for Vaishnavi Trishadi, we are seeing Vaishnavi in action since the start of 2025 from that under 19 World Cup. That
Yeah.
she always looks for that wicket to wicket bowling line and length, and that is her strength. Along with that, varying the pace. I think in the Sri Lanka series we were continuously talking about that, the way she beautifully varying the pace, and that is why she was getting those wickets, while the other spinners were not that much effective compared to other spinners. Why I'm saying so. I think on a debut game, I think she looked good, and obviously, if you see the available resources, if they were good enough, then I think MI could have gone for another option, maybe an opener option, maybe a batting option that can help them. But just because even the spin department doesn't look that much experienced, doesn't
Yes.
look that much lethal in terms of taking wickets, I think that is why they have gone for someone like Vaishnavi Sharma, and on debut she did well.
Mohor Rono is saying Wolvart is looking. It's looking like Wolvart is struggling in the last two matches, but Jemmy played a captain's knock tonight, as she said. There's nothing to lose. She had said this after the last game.
She said this, and a lot of people
Yeah.
took it in a different way. I think they are just trying to. I don't know. Yeah, about Laura. Yeah, the last two matches, she did not really look like herself, like the informed batter that she is. She did not play that way, I guess. Today, her dismissal was really unfortunate. I mean, that has got nothing to do with what she did.
Yeah.
But yes, coming to Jemmy, what was the question? I forgot. Okay, yeah,
Very
huh?
good. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to lose. Yeah, I think they're just playing for a place in the playing. I mean, in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, no,
I mean,
I know, I
they're
know.
not. Yeah, I mean, let me
No,
reframe
I
it.
think you're right, right. Go ahead, go ahead. You're right.
Yeah. Basically, they are not taking that pressure of that
Yeah.
we have to. I mean, yeah, they do have it in the back of their minds, but they're not taking
Mm,
that pressure, which is what
mm,
I saw different in Jemmy today. She did not look
mm.
as shaky and as nervous as she was
Hassled.
looking in
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
in the in the
True.
previous games. So I think they're taking it lightly, but also they have it in the back of their minds that they want to make it to the play. I mean, yeah, they want to play the finals. So this is what I saw the basic difference today.
Correct. Rono 44 Cappy was waiting to finish the match on the 19th over, and she was so frustrated for not to finish those matches while she's one of the finest all-rounders ever seen. Today also she showed what she's capable of. Yes, and if you really want to know how much a player generally is bothered, let me tell you this. Eliza Healy, the catch that Eliza Healy missed of Jemima Rodriguez in the semi-final,
Mm.
actually took that similar catch in WBBL, and she threw that ball, and the first thing she said was, you took it here, you couldn't take it that day, and it was well over a month after the World Cup semi-final. It
Was it
hurts.
Jemmy's
They're
catch
human.
itself?
Huh?
Yes.
Was it? It was
No,
Jemmy's
no, no, no,
catch
no.
in
WBBL, WBBL. It was not
WBL. Okay,
Jemmy's
okay,
catch.
okay, okay.
It was not Jemmy's catch. She had dropped Jemmy's catch in
Okay.
the
Jemmy's
Oh,
catch
yeah,
in
semi-final.
in the
WBC.
In
final, yeah,
WBBL, she took
semi-final.
another player's catch, whoever
Okay,
it was. I
yeah.
can't
I've seen
remember.
the clip.
And because of the reaction,
Ah.
Yeah.
she somebody has written Trishadi to Mohor is Marizane cap to cricketing world. What?
Huh?
I did not get it. Explain, please. But anyway, as I was saying, I think that shows how human a player is. It's very easy for us to sit and, say, oh, you know what, so and so is doing this. And this is why I've always tried to think from a player's point of view while speaking. But yes, as I said, Yuko Manikandan, runners struggling, and it's not just one area. After that Sri Lanka match, she's been off form, batting's not clicking, and she's barely bowling 4 overs in any match. What's going wrong? Somebody needs to go and shake her up and remind her that she's Snehrana. I think she has forgotten that she's Snehrana.
True.
Let's see. Maybe I'll try and text her and remind her. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Don't get all these ideas.
Now
Whoever
we'll
you
ask
are,
him
and
next
you
day.
know who you are, somebody abusing any of the Indian legends, I'm not going to take it, you know. So I'm not reading whatever stupid comments you have made. Sports fan, MI needs to stop opening with Sajna. Maybe Amanjot would be better choice. You want to say
I
something more?
agree. I
Oh,
agree to
okay.
this. I don't see Sajna as an
I
opener.
think. I think now only you will see Sajana is not playing only. I don't think I think that
Who else will come
that
in?
shoulder injury might play.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Freak. Oh, also, by the way, what I'm hearing from is good that you said shoulder. No, good means it's not like you hit Sajna on the shoulder. Yeah, coincidentally. As far as I am getting to know, it's floating in the air that G. Kamalini had a shoulder injury.
Okay.
okay, okay.
And mostly you will see her not traveling to Australia.
Ooh. So then you need a backup wicketkeeper.
Who is going to be the wicket keeper backup then?
Maybe Uma Chetri.
Rahila Firdos.
I was about to say
I will
that.
take.
I
I
was
will take
about, it
Rahela
was just
Findus.
here.
I
Why
will take
not?
Rahela Findus for
Why
T20s,
not?
and for ODIs I will take Uma Chetri maybe.
How come? You have not selected her anywhere.
Yes, but just one WPL or maybe few WPL games and ODI selection is too much. I think T20s are fine.
Take Tanya Bhatia.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yuko Manikandan, all four teams are in same points for the other two spots. DC and UP look strong contenders. Yes, I think for GG it's not working. And see, while MI does have a very good net run rate, but they
Hmm.
are the three teams GG, GG, GG,
Am I?
UP, and this one. Hmm?
Am I?
GC,
MI.
UP, and DC.
MI.
They have
ODC.
4 points from 5 games, but
Mm.
Yes.
Mumbai has
Also.
4 points from 6 games.
Six.
Mm.
So they can reach a maximum of 8 points, whereas
Eight.
others can reach a maximum of 10 points. I think, it's almost, whoever wins against, um, whoever wins the next fixture, which is GG versus UP, and
Mm.
whoever wins among DC and MI against RCB are the ones who are
Hmm.
going, to
Okay.
the playoffs.
It
Yuko
feels so
Manikandan,
nice to not
Henry,
calculate these things as a fan. It feels so good for after a long time not having to sit with a calculator.
Yuko Manikandan, Henry injury update, nothing much. I think, Lucy Hamilton, with her slower balls, I might get one more chance. Samanvita S. Heber. Let's talk about Smriti captaincy. She has done everything right. Backing Indian core did well in the auction because if auction doesn't go well, then neither the league and with her rotating bowlers. I don't think that you are giving enough credit to Malolan.
Mm.
Why exactly? I mean, credit Smriti and discredit Malolan. Also, Samanvita, I did not want to say this, but when you come to a women's cricket live, especially if it's Rev Sports, do not try to act smart, and do not try to malign any legend's image. Not here, because I take my women's cricket seriously. We take our women's cricket seriously. But maybe I'll go one step forward and say, I am extremely, extremely passionate about this game, and I'm not going to let you make a joke out of it. If you're not serious, if you feel that it's fun, and if you cannot respect your own country's legend, somebody for whom the game still exists, for you to come and mock that person, then you should be ashamed of yourself. Ananya Sharma ruled out Kamalini out shadily. Where is the mention of nature of injury to bring in Sharma? But watch Kamalini play the Australia series in the next few days. Lol, Harman and umpires Indians. No, yeah, Kamalini is genuinely injured, and I think you will soon find her being replaced
Mm.
in the Australia tour as well. Bhanumati, who according to you are currently the top two pace bowlers in India, Snehashish? Top two pace
Top
bowlers in
two
India.
in India. One will be Renuka, definitely.
Renuka, yes, yes, yes. And
Uh,
I think for Renuka, all of us agree.
Hmm.
yes.
Absolutely.
Another will be, I will go with Kranti.
You're asking or saying? It's a question. You have to
Kranti.
answer.
I think Kranti. There are
Okay,
very
Mohor.
limited options.
I agree with both. I can't think of anything else.
Maybe right now,
Renuka
maybe
definitely,
Arundhati can
sure.
be an
Kranti, I
option.
have a little doubt.
Maybe
Renuka,
Arundhati can be an option right now.
Arundhati, yes, but she
Yes,
doesn't get.
I think. Wow.
Yeah, Renuka is sure.
But if
Rest,
there is
it's.
Renuka, then I don't think Arundhati. Renuka Kranti. Let's go Renuka Kranti.
Mm,
Because I
Because
think
two
Renuka and
different
Arundhati
kind of bowlers.
both are flowish. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Kranti
right.
Renuka different kind of bowlers. So
Yeah.
that makes good pair.
Yuko Manikandan, Mithali Raj is on the ICC Women's Cricket Committee. She was on the ICC Women's Cricket Committee earlier also. Her leadership skills are top notch. She's proven herself as a leader time and again. Huge fan of Mithali and Julian since 2016 T20 World Cup. When you talk about 2016 T20 World Cup, I just want to remind you guys that the Mithali Raj you're talking about has actually made her debut in 1999. So when you say 2016 T20 World Cup, she has already played for 17 years. And even then you are saying she has proved herself from there. Has to be one of the biggest legends possible. And by the way, today in the commentary box, there was a fun moment where Charles Dugnall actually said that, Dia Yadav, they were talking about Dia Yadav, who made her debut today with she is 16 years,
Yeah.
213 days. And there are two Indian international superstars, one men and one women, who made their debut when they were 16 years, 205 years. One of them was in the commentary box, and one of them, of course, is the person that we know as the god of cricket. So Sachin Tendulkar and Mithali Raj both made their debuts when they were 16 years and 205 days. Charles Dagnall asked Mithali what did she do when she was 16. She just smiled. She did not say anything initially, and Dagnall continued to poke her to get the answer, and then she finally said, which is very uncharacteristic of Mithali Raj. So she finally said, I scored 100 when I was 16 on
I heard this.
debut.
Right.
Bhanumati, today's match was nail biting. Jemmy's knock under pressure clearly showed how she can handle pressure and win matches for her team. She played the right shot at the right time. But Snehashit, I actually have a different question. Do you think now with see she was playing the right shots, she was probably not getting them all right. So that part is there. But now today, she was actually successful in
Mm.
getting that right shot at the right
Mm.
time and executing it to perfection. How much does that take the pressure of Jemima from here on?
Yes, absolutely. I think on a particular day when your all plans get executed properly, all the things that you plan, okay, on this particular delivery, on this particular over, I will go for this amount of runs, or I will target these bowlers. And I think in this kind of match, when you have done that good, I think all things get corrected and you clicked all the boxes. That is good for her. But again, I think this is a double-edged sword. One day this might not happen, next game only this might not happen. As you mentioned, that reverse sweep that she played, it was so good to see when she managed to get that four. It was so needed at that time. But next day, maybe for the same kind of delivery, she will hope that same kind of shot will give her that reward again same. But it might not happen. She might miss the ball, or maybe get a top edge and she might get out. And then again the discussion will change, that why she went for a cross batted shot, or maybe a reverse sweep, while she could have played with a straight bat for a for the safe option. So I think, see, I think you have to back some players. Some players go by their the instinctive nature, like they always think that, okay, this kind of gameplay I believe in that, I can use that in a particular situation. I think Jimmy is that kind of a player. Just the same way we always talk about Rishabh Pant in men's cricket, that, yeah, it looks so ugly when he gets out in a similar manner, like playing a reverse sweep, or maybe charging down someone like James Anderson in a test match. It looks so ugly. But when that clicks, when he
Yeah.
goes out of the box and hitting someone like James Anderson for a straight six down the ground, and he scored those massive hundreds in Test cricket, then we are only when they, wow, what a talent he is. So I think again that might happen one day, but you have to back some players. Jamie is that kind of a player, and she really believes on that, and I think that should be there. I think for any player, there are some shots that they always believe on. And this kind of shots Jamie believes on. And one day this might works, one day this might not, but still I think you have to, go with the flow, and you have to give that backing that player. I think Jamie is that kind of a player.
Also, she has the
Correct.
capability of performing under pressure, which I mean, a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of
Correct.
people falter. She
Correct.
she can calm herself down and she can
She's
play
very
under pressure.
calm.
So that is
Mhm.
one more plus point.
Correct. Okay, guys, there are about 150 comments, and we just have 2 minutes. So what I'll do is, yeah, more than 150 comments. I'm just losing track. So what I'll do is, both of you don't fall asleep because I'm going to quickly take as many comments as I can, and I'm not going to come to anybody for reaction. Okay.
Yeah.
Denver Johnson today, Jemmy played like the Jemmy from the semi-final, not throwing her wicket away like in the previous matches. Harman was actually impressed with the DC performance. Well, she lost, so she might as well be impressed by them. Anj 480 today, a complete team performance was shown by DC. So happy today, Anj 480. Now, do you think DC can win remaining matches? I always thought DC can win remaining matches. There was no way I was questioning. I'm telling DC is going to win the cup. Where am I questioning the remaining
Uh,
matches?
uh,
Um, 480. Finally, happy that Cappy batting and bowling clicked. You will see, I'm telling you continuously, the moment Shafali's batting, Jemima's batting, and Cappy's all round abilities start working, suddenly DC looks like a completely different team. Um, okay. Yuka Manikandan, hey Trishaka, hats off to your commitment. Thank you so much. My Australia Test 11, Mooney, Litchfield, Perry, Sutherland, McGrath, Healy, Gardner, Sophie Molinu, Alana King, Kim Gard, Darcy Brown. तुम गार्डनर को खा लिए क्या? नहीं, गार्डनर तो है. आई डोंट नो यार, मैग्रा मुझे बहुत खटकती है, कुछ नहीं करती है. तो maybe I'll replace Magra with someone. Hariharan, MI actually believed and backed up their regular players, but this time can't see an overall performance. What they delivered last season, I believe bigger example is last season, Natsiver Brand scored. अरे भाई वो तो स्कोर किए ही जा रही है.
she's
तुम
still
लोग क्या
scoring.
जान ले लोगे बच्चे की? Bhanumati is back. Where were you, Bhanumati? No questions. Marizane Cap showed why she is the GOAT. Bowled beautifully up front and finished off the match, though I was worried about her batting form initially. Kudos to DC for holding their nerves. Ansh 480, hi Di, how do you rate Jamie captaincy today? इतना कुछ बढ़ नहीं गया. एक मैच जीतने से थोड़ी यार बढ़ जाएगा. 1.5 से 1.75, ठीक है? Sorry, it was 2.5 क्या? तो 2.75 ऐसा कुछ.
No, it was 2.5 for
Bhanum,
us. You rated her 1.5.
yeah, so that
And he
will be
said
1.75.
1.75.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1.75.
Okay.
But I'm very difficult to impress. I'm sorry.
I know.
And this is said by one of the greats of the game. Trust me. And Snehashish was there. Snehashish was witness to it. Bhanumati, Mumbai and DC are heavily reliant on their overseas players. They need to start unearthing some new prospects. DC? अच्छा, ये शफाली और जेमी ने चेंज कर लिया क्या कंट्री? हमको तो नहीं पता चला. Come on, Bhanumati. How are they over reliant? क्या बात कर रहे हो? And in fact, in the pace department now, Nandini has become one of their main pacers, who's not only Indian but a raw Indian talent. One for the future, guys. One for the future.
Yes.
Nandini.
For sure.
The back of the hand slower ball today was superb. Okay, Hariharan 523 runs with 12 wickets. Haley Matthews scored massive all-round contribution in top with 307 runs and 18 wickets, and Amelia Curbing purple cap winner with 18 wickets. They are not performing now. Time की बात है, कभी उनका time था, आज किसी और का time है. Yuko Manikandan, who is the current Fab 4 of women's cricket? My choice is Woolward, Smriti, Litchfield, Nat Seaver. Whoa.
This is a brilliant question.
Woolward, Smriti, Litchfield. Will you say Nat Seaver? Who else is there? Yeah, okay. Let's say Nat Seaver. Can't find any other replacement. So yeah, we'll go with Nat Seaver. Hariharan, Perry said she will not play because of personal commitments, but she has moved from Victoria to New South Wales, hitting her 46 with Healy to get the victory. Was it a pre-plan of Australian board? No, I think this was planned after Eliza Healy planned to retire, or rather announced her retirement. Okay. भानुमति, yesterday's sentence of yours about महान व्यक्ति आके मुझे कहेगे कि नंदिनी शर्मा डोमेस्टिक से है was too funny. अब कॉन्टेक्स्ट तो नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, क्या हंसेंगे
She's
हम
always funny.
कॉन्टेक्स्ट तो या दैट्स ट्रू. कभी कभी मैं कोशिश भी नहीं करती हूँ, ऐसे फनी हो जाती हूँ. हरिहरन, आई थिंक मुंबई शुड हैव सिलेक्टेड एलिजा हीली इंस्टेड ऑफ कंसीडरिंग हेली मैथ्यूज. हाँ, तुम इंजर्ड को इंजर्ड से रिप्लेस कर लो. वाह वाह. Injury concern prior the auction, I think backing up sometimes with regular players might also cost. हाँ, वो तो परफॉर्म कोई नहीं करेगा तो रेगुलर हो इरेगुलर हो लेजेंड हो क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है. Hariharan, I'm feeling that a big difference Harmanpreet with Indian jersey versus Mumbai jersey in terms of aggressiveness in field. जो विराट कोहली टेस्ट मैचेस में नहीं कर पाया वो मैं आज यहाँ करूंगी. I'll leave the ball outside the off stump here. Himanshu Gupta.
Mic drop moment.
My squad for Asia Cup: Kiran, Shweta, Gautami, Harleen, Anushka, Sanjana is who? Sajana, you mean? Radha, Captain, Kashvi, Prema, Sanskriti, Nandini, Asha, Shikha? No, not Shikha. यार. Uma, Jitrika.
अभी भी राइजिंग स्टार है शिखा पांडे. कब राइज होगा तब?
Okay, Hariharan is saying understanding SWOT of each player is very pivotal for captain, especially in the case of Ashley. I believe there is something lagging or behind. Yes. When you talk about captaincy, there was one moment where I really liked, again, something that Jimmy does every day, but there was a run out which like absolute douches, DC missed. And then Nandini jumped, the ball went there, Nandini threw again, and there was a full confusion.
Nandini took a lot of time.
Yeah, and which Nandini got frustrated, but Jemmy knew that, she has to keep going. So she was like, it's okay, do run ho gaye, jando. It's okay, fine, fair enough. These are the things which give me a lot of hope when it comes to Jemimah, the captain. Also, what I liked was the moment she saw that Shafali was not working, she removed Shafali. The other thought process which I liked was bowling 4 overs of Marizanne Cap, because initially I was thinking, what if my only thing was, what if Harman and Natsivar stay on? But also at that moment, it was the correct time to take the risk. Had you dismissed any one of the two with the way Marizanne Cap was bowling, it would have been curtains for Mumbai Indians. They would have reached 110 or barely 120. So I thought that was good captaincy. So maybe from 1.5, we will pick it up to 1.80. Okay. Last 5. Okay. Hariharan, even in the off season, even in the off dugout, I'm able to see separate group of overseas players versus remaining Indian players subdivided into domestic groups. अभी वो तो होगा यार. कहीं भी अगर स्नेहाशीष और मैं जाएंगे साथ में ही जाके बात करेंगे ना, इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी है कि दुनिया से नफरत है हमें. एक दूसरे से ज्यादा लगाव है क्योंकि जानते हैं, एक दूसरे के साथ काम करते हैं. अब कहीं मोहर और मैं जाएंगे तो मैं मोहर को ही सबसे पहले छेड़ूंगी ना, मैं जाके दूसरे लोगों को, दूसरे ऑफिस वालों को इरिटेट थोड़ी करूंगी यार. क्या बात कर रहे हो ऐसे?
थैंक यू.
अरे अच्छा, so Indian supporter said what I am to you, Marizanne Cap to the cricketing world, in the sense that I intimidate you like Marizanne Cap intimidates the cricketing world. But I don't think that's the case. I'm very nice to Mohor.
No, not at all, not at all.
Yeah. Unfortunately, none of them are scared of me. मैंने कोशिश तो बहुत की, but वो क्या है ना, मजाक टूट जाता है. Okay, and I have lost the comments. Thank you so much, guys. अच्छा, अभी मिला है. चलो, लास्ट 3. सीमा यादव, मुंबई की हार की वजह यही कि इंडियन प्लेयर में हरमनप्रीत के अलावा सब बकवास है, ना ही बैटिंग ना ही बॉलिंग, और सबसे गंदी फील्डिंग. अरे यार, अमनजोत कितनी अच्छी फील्डिंग कर रही है आज. वन ऑफ द बॉल्स तो शी सेव्ड, कहां से भाग के आ गई वो मैराथन. ऐसा नहीं है, बट मुझे लगता है कि मुंबई इंडियंस, आई डोंट नो, दे डिड समथिंग रॉन्ग.
But the fielding has been poor overall.
Yeah, I agree. Hariharan, MI should have selected Indian player who can fit in opening slot with subordinary Meghna. मेघना कहाँ से आ रही है अभी? उसको आंध्रा में ही चांस नहीं मिल रहा है, यहाँ कहाँ?
Please.
रोहित श्रीवास्तव.
क्या अभी रात को 12:30 बज गए, आप क्या ऑप्शन दिए? आप ऑप्शन दिए भी तो दिए, क्या ऑप्शन दिए? वाह. अगर इतना होता तो मुंबई अभी तक दिमाग लगा के उनको ले आते, आज ही ले आता कि चलो उनको ले आते, वो अवेलेबल है. नहीं है, उनका परफॉर्मेंस नहीं है लास्ट 1 साल में. ऑप्शन था बहुत पहले.
Okay. Yuko Manikandan, Trishaka, tell about Anagha Deshpande. I know she used to open with Anjum Chopra in the 2009 World Cup. Now she's fielding coach of DC because DC fielding was very poor today. नहीं मतलब ये अनघा देशपांडे पे कैसे आ गया कि डीसी फील्डिंग वाज पुअर टुडे? वो तो आई थिंक एग्जीक्यूशन गलत थी, बट आई डोंट थिंक दैट दैट्स कंप्लीटली ऑन यू नो अनघा देशपांडे. While I mean, what do you exactly want to know is my question. You know, she was from Maharashtra. She played for India. She played 23, I think 23 ODIs, and did she play T20Is? I think 7, 8 T20Is she must have played, and she was a keeper. So she used to be behind the stumps. She has played for Railways as well. And it's not like this is her first coaching assignment. So she was there with Uttarakhand under, the Uttarakhand age group cricket as a coach. And from then on, she has taken up this role. But yeah, as I said, I don't think that, it is completely on Anaghadi that how the players feel. It is a little bit on them as well, how they feel. Let's put the blame on them. Somebody is saying 5 more questions, please, guys. Don't tempt me. I'll end up reading all questions then. Okay, चलो 5 more तुम लोग request कर ही रहे हो तो 5 मतलब 5. दिव्या पटेल, फाइनल विल बी बिटवीन आरसीबी एंड डीसी. इसके बाद और कोई नहीं ले सकती. ये जो सही जवाब हो गया, इसके बाद दुकान बंद.
I predict this too.
Yes, you did. Yuko Manikandan, Woolward coming from an outstanding form of World Cup and Ireland series, but she's struggling now. Do you think she plays out of her position even in 100 and WBBL? She plays number 3. I think she's getting a little tired. And I hope Jemmy leaves her alone. And then she'll be fine. Okay, how many have I taken? 2. Okay, this is the third one. Shomnath Barik. Phoebe Litchfield is one of the finest players and upcoming superstar. Her shot selection is very unique. True. The mirrors and probes. DC is winning heart, kidney, and liver from 3 years, just like our RCB men till last year. This time, let's see whether they can win a cup or the spleen. Wow. Wow.
Rishadi is taking offense from both sides.
I swear. Fourth and Trisha, what do you make of the Vadodara pitch? Is it easier for batters to attack from get-go? No, absolutely not. It's a pitch where you need to get settled before you can unleash your shots, which you have seen with every single batter. So, yeah. Hariharan, Jemmy is self-talk person in general, but as captain, she's excited to win the match. I guess that's why she was aggressive with Cap. Yeah, of course. It's not like she thinks that Marizanne Cap knows nothing. It's just something that keeps her going as well. And you know what, to be very fair, that while I do understand that Cap or Laura probably are getting somewhere thinking that, okay, you talk too much, but both of them are entertaining her. That is the best part. 2 legends encouraging her. And I'm sure even when Cap was talking to Jemmy towards the end, she must have been saying that, yes, you have a lot to say, I too have a lot to say. ऐसे दोनों तो बात नहीं कर सकते भाई, किसी एक को तो सुनना पड़ेगा. Okay. Last one, Viraj More. What a knock by Jemmy. I still see her too hyper as captain. As Trisha rightly said, talking between runs, thumbs up after every run. She was even going for a run while Laura was clearly out of her crease. Yeah, that thumbs up after every reminds me of Ukalabhya. I'm like, इसको क्या है? अंगूठा क्यों इतना दिखाना है भाई? Okay, Priyanshu, I'll take Priyanshu's question as last because I think I have, like a broken record, told everyone 100 times in the last 10 days that I'm not feeling well. So I need to give this update. Priyanshu, Trishadi, good night. आपका health कैसा है अभी? As you can understand, बुलंद आवाज निकल रही है मेरे गले से, तो health भी काफी, 70 to 75%. I have regained my voice strength. Weakness is still there, but yeah, it's up and up and going, like DC in the WPL 2026. So thank you so much, guys, for joining in at 12:45. We still have 118 concurrent viewers, and that's an absolute pleasure. Come back tomorrow with more questions. We will have 3 to, yes, I know, Prince of World, there are many more comments, but we are not able to take that right now. Let's everyone join it, and 3 p.m. tomorrow, 3 to 4, we will only take questions. That's it. Only take questions. And तो चलो फिर मिलते हैं आपको वडोदरा से. Indian supporter, are you in Vadodara? Then of course both Snehashish and I are coming. We would love to meet, guys. In fact, 4th is an off day, right? 4th is a no match day, not off day really.
No match.
It's a no match day.
Yeah.
Maybe just let us know which one of you are in Vadodara. Let's have coffee together in the afternoon. We can then discuss cricket. None of you are allowed to obviously abuse or anything. Pavan HK will take your comment. Join tomorrow, please, guys. It's 12:45. All of us need to sleep. It was a long, long day. And thank you so much, guys, again for joining. Thank you, Mohor, for joining. Thank you, Snehashish, for joining, even though you were half asleep and almost gone to another country. But the last few days that you have in this country, we are glad that you're joining us.
I am
SIR document.
I'm
We have to
trying to
go for
survive.
SIR document.
Yeah, I am trying to survive.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So anyway, thank you, Snehashish. You and I meet at 3 p.m. And Mohor, if you can join, do join in. We'll have fun. We'll chat. And all of you definitely join in, because unfortunately the truth is, without Mohor we can still have the show, but without you guys we can't have the show. Sorry, Mohor. Just a joke. It's just a joke.
It's okay.
But yeah, thank you so much. Good night. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Oh, also I forgot I have to end the stream.